Hi, how are you guys doing? For those of you that don't know me, I am Elizabeth from Playful Raven Candle Co. and it is November the 23rd, Saturday, finally. We are going to do our 3-card pull for today, and of course I'm going to start with my Oracle deck first. Today I am using for Oracle cards the Dark Goddess Oracle, and then we are going to use the Deviant Moon Tarot. So let's get this Oracle deck knocked out and shuffled, see who we have. I really like this deck because it kind of goes over these goddesses that have been given a bad name throughout history, but we also have to think about who exactly is recording that history. I think some of the stories are told from a little bit of a biased perspective, and this deck kind of lightens that mood a little bit, tells us you know what they're really about. So the first card that we have today is going to be, I'm sure I'm going to butcher this name, so please forgive me ahead of time. We have Hainitipu, and she is of Polynesian descent. She has a pretty interesting story from what I know about it. I have to do some more research, I think, after this video, but she's of Polynesian descent, like I said, and she found out that the father of her children was also her father, and due to that shame, she embraced death. So that being said, after that she became a goddess, and from there she helps us be reborn through her, which is pretty cool. And then our tarot deck, of course, is the Deviant Moon Tarot. Miser. Get my puppy sitting here. Get a little nose in the camera. Hey, puppy. All right, and the first card that we have is the Wheel of Fortune. And the second card we have is the Tower. Okay, so this kind of all makes sense with the goddess that we pulled. And let me tell you why. I'll go over these cards real quick. So Hainitipu, she wants us to trust ourselves, trust our intuition. If we're unsure about a situation, really feel it out. Use those empath abilities that I know that we all have. You just have to work on them if you don't necessarily know how to get in touch with those. But we also have to do a little bit of research to make sure that our sources are validated. If you have an off feeling about somebody, probably, again, trust your gut. And then we're going to go into the Wheel of Fortune. So let me back up just a second. I think she's coming up because we're being misled and there are false truths, okay? So that being said, we run into the Wheel of Fortune. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is all about like the seasons and change. That's how I see this card. If things are going very well for you, they'll probably go down into a little bit of a negative spot. If things are going badly, it's going to get much, much better. Just like the seasons, you know, winter. I'm in Michigan, so we have very, very gray winters. But shortly after winter, we have spring, and then we have summer. It's going to get better. We just have to wait it out and get there. So make sure that you're trusting your intuition and trusting your gut so we don't have that change into the negative. Protect yourself. Protect those around you. If you are not comfortable or feeling safe about a situation, make sure that you're speaking up or removing yourself, your family, your friends from that situation, because we don't want to fall into this Tower card. The Tower card represents unexpected change. Now, if a situation has to change, the universe needs it to change for you, it will happen either way. Think about this card like an apple tree. This is usually the explanation that I go with. Think about it like an apple tree, and you don't want to pick your apples because they're so pretty and they're sitting there and you want to take pictures and you just want to enjoy the smells and things of these apples. However, if you don't pick them, they're going to rot and they're going to fall off, and they're not going to be useful for anybody. Don't be the apple tree. So what the universe does in that case is it sends, you know, a big brown bear along, and it shakes up the tree and our apples fall. And then the bear takes them and runs away, and now you're upset, right? The universe took control and took those apples out because you wouldn't do it. With that type of Tower card, when it shows up in that type of instance, it's because it has to. It's because new apples need to grow in, and you need growth, and you need to better your situation. What I think the 3 of these cards mean together, again, we're going to go back to Hainitipu. You need to trust your gut, trust your intuition. If you have a very close family member or friend that's not really liking what you're doing, think about why they don't like it. It's not because they don't want you to succeed 9 times out of 10. It's usually because they're worried about you. So if you can't make an educated guess or an educated decision for yourself, rely on those closest to you, those that you do trust. Obviously, you're not going to go to somebody that's been known to mislead you or give you false truths, somebody that doesn't want to see you succeed and grow. You're going to go to somebody that you care about and you know cares about you. Again, it's all about change. Both of these 2 cards are nothing but change. Make sure that your change is for the better. Make sure that you are trusting that intuition and trusting that gut so we don't run into this Tower card. And that's the great thing about tarot. Everything is up to, you can change these cards by all the decisions that you make. And I could put out an 18 card spread and tell you everything that's going to happen. And then if you make some shit decisions, it's not going to happen the way that we depicted. Or if you make some amazing decisions, it's going to happen much better and much easier than we depicted. So just keep that in mind. All of this is changeable. That's about it for our 3-card pull today. As always, I do offer private readings. If you're in the Metro Detroit area, if you DM me, I can tell you what shop I work at. However, if you are not in the Metro Detroit area, send me an email, send me a DM on Instagram or Facebook, write down a comment below, and we can set up a private reading for you. And I'll leave all of that information down below as well. And as always, thank you for watching, and please show your support by liking and subscribing to the channel. You guys have a great Saturday, okay? Bye-bye.